Books have constantly been there for me, heaps of them, overflowing their portion space on racks, put away in the carport, the space and the extra room in my family's home, have shaped me into the person that I am proud to be of today. My most extreme memories of my mother are of her reading my favorite books to me, which she did every night at lights out when I was a youngster. I was number 4 in the siblings, so how she discovered time for me, I don't have a foggy idea. She read House at Pool Corner and did the voices herself. Some way or another, it was simply comprehended that she was Kanga and Ru was I. I recall figuring out how to read with my father, my finger underlining the words, battling and neglecting to read the word Zephyr, and his clarification, letting me know it was a sort of wind. Later he would warm down the stairs in the dead of the night, cricket bat held overhead prepared to club the dead, the thief who had abbreviated his slumber just to find my sister in her nightie in this place, reading herself by the light of the cooler. Nowadays, I have few books. I quite recently don't appear to need to keep a large portion of them after I've already read them. You could be pardoned for supposing I couldn't care less for books at all on the off chance that you consider the state of those I do keep. I adore the agreeable smash of curving back, the spine of another book in expectation of an incredible read, collapsing corners, consuming corners, reading in the shower till the pages look shabby. I adore doling books out, abandoning them on a plane seat for some other explorer to discover, swapping them on vacation, angling pages out at the pool. As an adolescent, I would love to consume a fruit and read under the bedspreads with a hidden light long after lights are blown out. Some should seriously mull over my propensity of composing telephone numbers or an expression to be searched up for definition in the blank pages as undesirable. When I ponder why books are vital to me and how they have impacted me all my life, I acknowledged what number of memories and characterizing times are associated with books or something to that effect. From the supernatural esteemed stories of my adolescence to high school reading interviews, I realized what wasn't taught to me in school about my nation's history, the story of the expansion of Europe and our unlawful acts against different people groups was taught to me by different books. I fulfilled my interests about the political history of the Middle East and of Israel's abnormal and complex association with the USA and the West by perusing Said and Norman Finkelstein. By what other method might I be able to have been taught by an Arab and a Jew? My father has accepted that the distinction between not having the capacity to read and having the capacity to read and not reading was in fact no distinction. Perusing is flexibility. The books I have on my racks now are the ones I never entirely agree with. Clarissa Pinocchio Estates' Women Who Run with Wolves and Don Miguel Ruiz's Four Agreements. For extortion and solace, To Kill a Mockingbird in light of the fact that I can reread it and never get tired of it. Several James Stubbers in light of the fact that he is entertaining and I like his peculiar little outline. Sylvia Plath, The Bell Jar, in light of the fact that I may get around to understanding it one day. Also, 100 billion cookery books, their pages stuck together with scraps of batter and cake plating. Books have guided, counseled, occupied, diverted, and confused me. They have given hot suppers, and I have been enlightened, illuminated, frightened, and helped. I've left reading at busier times throughout my life. However, dependably returned to twisting up with a book. Reading is a singular procedure. It is a vital piece of my association with myself and the time I make to live in my mind and grow in my own personal universe.